Hello, FlossTube. This is Bonnie Jeanne, also known as PostMuse, and my channel is Postally Yours. I am a mail carrier for the U.S. Postal Service, but I have been a long-time mail enthusiast, so that's why my channel is Postally Yours. I used to send a lot of mail, and I'm kind of sort of getting back into it, which is one of the things I want to show at my first little bit. This is not FlossTube related, but this past week was National Postcard Week. It's always the first full week of May, and this is my first time officially participating in it, and so far I've gotten a lot of postcards, as you can see. It's been a lot of fun, and they're still coming in because people, you know, they had the whole week to send them. So I wanted to show you my favorite postcards. The first one is, this is the, it's a trash wheel. And it's from Baltimore, and it goes around, it's a little floating thing, and it goes around the river and collects trash, and it's just, it's amazing. So I did a little bit more research on that. I want to actually do even more research on that. So that was one of my favorites. This one is just the Holbrook, Massachusetts Public Library, and they have these two little kids on the front of it that they digitally introduced to the postcard, which I think is super, super, super cute. And Holbrook is very close to where my children and my grandchildren live. And then there were two postally related ones, which I loved. I have never been chased by a dog. I've had dogs, you know, come at me, and I lost a pair of boots to dogs. But I love the one with the kitty cat at the driver's seat. But I love that these two were postal related. But my absolute favorite one is celebrating 60 years of Beatles in the United States. And I love the Beatles, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit later also. So, love that. That was somebody's own artwork. I love that one. The card that I sent out, you're supposed to make your own cards, and you has to have National Postcard Week on the front and the dates. So this is the one that I made. That's me carrying, wearing my male escort t-shirt. So it's just a silly little postcard that I made. But anyways, that was like a very bright spot the last 2 weeks. It has been a very, very, very busy 2 weeks. I didn't get much stitching done. I did write 100 postcards, so that was an accomplishment. However, I will show you the little bit of stitching that I did get done. The first one is Lindy Stitches, and this is her Airmail series. It is the first one that she did, and this is Turtle Dove, and I finished the bird. Thought I had this already, but apparently I didn't, and got some stitching done on the decorations and the border and the denomination. The lamp that I usually also have on here is the bulb burned out just as I turned it on, and I don't have any extra bulbs, so. But he's very cute. So it was kind of tricky doing all this. It got denser and denser and denser. This is on 18 count Aida. It's just an antique white Aida. It's nothing fancy. And then continuing the bird theme, I did some more work on Boomerang stitches. This is called BirdHerd. Well, it's actually BirdHerd. You could do it either way, BirdHerd or BirdHerd. I'm doing BirdHerd. So there you can see it. And it's Boomerang stitches. Their FlossTube channel is Hathaway Stitchers. Very good, very good, very good stitch. and I am doing this on BeStitchMe 20 count Aida, and the color is called Sorbet. And I do have a hanging thread, but there's a long branch and I'm trying to get to the end of it. I have a hanging thread. So I got to start on the second bird. Yeah, see, there's shadows now because I don't have that light, but it's okay. It'll be fine. This is a joy to stitch. I'm really enjoying, really enjoying it. So that's that one. And then the last thing that I worked on is a sale that I joined, and I kept up with the first. It's a seasonal one. It's the seasonal ABCs from Little House Needleworks, and I kept up with the first two, autumn and winter. No problems at all. And spring. We didn't do autumn yet. Winter and spring. I kept up fine. However, the summer I kind of fell apart on because of everything that's going on. So this is the summer one. It's really hard to see. But I did some work on that this week, the last 2 weeks also. So it's supposed to be finished by the end of May. It will not be. But I'll keep going on it. And then we have the autumn one, and that's the series will be done. She'll be cool. It's not a hard stitch. I think, like I said in the last video, I was thrown off by the apples being a summer motif. That really didn't sing to me. So I kind of got thrown off in the beginning, and I never really got back on board again. I do like it. It's got a watermelon coming up. I love the lemonade. I do like it. It's just I just think that the apples for the summer, not my cup of tea. So that's it for my whips. That's all I got done on the last 2 weeks. I have been working 60-hour weeks, and it's been crazy, absolutely crazy. So the next thing I wanted to show you was I got talking with somebody about preferring paper charts over digital, because I don't really spend a lot of time in front of a screen because I'm in a mail truck all day, but I do have a lot of digital charts, and so I went to the library and I had them print out some of my digital charts, and I wanted to show those to you. These have been in my stash forever, and I also think that having them printed out, I meant to have them print out just the cover page, but unfortunately that message got confused and they printed out the entire chart, everything, which is probably a good thing, but it was pricey. It was very pricey, but that's all right. So the first one is I can't even remember the name, and there's not enough light in here. I'll put it in the description below. But this is Pedigree of Honey. Maybe you can read that. But I'll put that in the description below. So it reads, "The pedigree of honey does not concern the bees. A clover anytime to him is," I wish I could read this, "aristocracy. A clover anytime to him is aristocracy." I don't know. I just liked the chart, so I got that one. And I wish the light hadn't gone so I could read these. The next one is a Carolyn Manning design, and it was a stitch along originally. This is called Daily Walk in the Woods. I'm assuming that they stitch a tree a day. I don't know how old this is, but I'm looking forward to stitching that one up. Probably in the winter. And the next one is by this Sweetwater Studio. It's called the Skeptic Sampler. And there's only one female scientist. Oh, no, that's not even, that's Isaac Newton. Madame Curie is there. So there's only one female scientist on there, but I just like the text. So that's just, I think that was a freebie pattern. The next couple, or many, are by Little Stitcher, the Little Stitcher. This is, oh, there's a cameo of Lucky, my cat. They think it's dinner time. It is not. This is the moon phases. So this, each one of these women, so this is kind of a fancy lady. So I like that one. It's very simple colors on that one. And then to go with that are the 13 moons. So these are various indigenous motifs, not motifs, but names for the different moons that we have throughout the year. And I always like that. There's 13 because there's always a couple of, at least one blue moon every year. Sometimes there's more. So that's very cute. I'd like to display those together, similar to how I have Bo Peep and her sheep from last week. And then I have already shown you my work on Scarlet Letter and Jane Eyre. And I have a couple of more in the literary series by the same, it's the Little Stitcher, the same one as the moon. And this one is Jane Austen. And it says, "It isn't what we say or think that defines us, but what we do. Friendship is certainly the finest balm." Two different quotes from two different novels. And then the other one is Little Jane. So this is Jane Eyre, and this is her as a little, you know, she's being punished. So that's that. There are other digital patterns that I have, but those are the ones that were kind of speaking to me, like I'd like to get them into a project bag and, you know, so that I could pick them up and start stitching them at some point. And I did break my no-buy 2024 because I really got caught up with this whole Beatles thing, the Fab Four, with Blackbird design. So I bought the first of, well, not the first, but I think it maybe it may be one of the first. This is Eleanor Rigby. That date down there, I have no idea what that date means to the original designer. However, I'm going to change it to 1964. I think it's 1964 because I think that's when Eleanor Rigby was released on the album Revolver. This pattern also, you could also do it in a different colorway, and it can be a baby sampler, a baby announcement. Now, for some reason, the idea of Eleanor Rigby also being used as a baby sampler kind of plays with my head a little bit. But I love the song Eleanor Rigby. And then the next one, I wish I could remember who the FlossTuber was who brought this designer. It's Vivian Powers, I think. Yeah, Vivian Powers. And her website is Vivsters, and I will again link that below. And if you are watching and you have just recently started one of her charts, please let me know who you are, because I probably watched you, and that's where I got the idea. And I ended up going on and buying 4 of her charts. So these are all digital. This one is the color clocks, and it comes in various, I think it comes in 3 different, this is the bright, and I think it comes in muted and a neutral. But that's gorgeous. And then on the same idea, this is a sun sampler. These I'll just do on white Aida. Like that one. And because I worked at IKEA, I couldn't resist this one. This is the Scandinavian Modern. I like that very much. As much as people, you know, complain about IKEA furniture falling apart, I had IKEA furniture for 25 years and it made 2 different moves and moved beautifully, easy to take apart and put back together again. I really like IKEA furniture, and I think they are good stewards of the environment, the way they source their product, their woods and so forth. So, and then the last one, which I hope to start in the summer, I'm going, because I really, really love this, is Moroccan lamps. Isn't that gorgeous? I love this. I love this so much. This might have been the chart that I saw on a floss tube that encouraged me to go. I mean, they look like they're lit. The way the floss is. I mean, it's just gorgeous. I've been looking at Aida on 1, 2, 3 stitch. I do want to do an Aida, a gray Aida like this, you know, not real dark. So, and not variegated, not mottled or anything, just a straight up gray, Witchelt or Zweigart. So that's that on, this is going to be a super short floss tube. That's that for me for this week. Not a lot. I've been working an awful lot, and I am only working 2 days this coming week. I am working Monday and Tuesday, and then I have the rest of the week to do a lot more packing, checking things off lists, you know, administrative type things that I need to do before I can actually do the move, and get myself all ready, because the last week, so I have next week here, and then I have 1 more week here in New Hampshire, and that last week I am straight out with work. I will be working until 8 o'clock the night before. I am planning to move back to Massachusetts. So, not my doing. I was scheduled in, and nothing I can do about it. So, I'm looking forward to getting back to Wellfleet, where I was living originally, and back to my old roots back down there, and back to where there's no mountains, where there's more community, and more open thoughts and so forth. So I'm really looking forward to it. Can't wait. So anyway, that's it for me. It will be 3 weeks before my next floss tube. Like I said, I'm going to be moving in 2 weeks, and then I have a whole week that I'm sure things will be upside down and backwards, and then hopefully I'll be able to do a floss tube in my new place. It'll probably still be all upside down and backwards, but that's okay. I'll be in my new place and I'll be warm. It's still cold up here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in 3 weeks. Bye.